ReColorado Monthly Real Estate Report. Let's go. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent, your local Central Park, Denver real estate agent. And I want to go over the Central Park and Denver housing statistics as they're updating. Let's get into it quickly. As you can tell, this is Central Park Market Watch. New listings are starting to come in. Overall, you're starting to see a few more listings as people I've talked to are worried about inventory. Just keep in mind, most people don't like to list their house in the dead of winter. Don't be surprised to start seeing more listings pop up here going into March and going into spring. I mean, again, most people do not want to sell their house before their kids move. And with this market, knowing that most properties will not, stay on the market quickly, they'll sell fast. They're trying to push back and delay as close to possible when their house will sell so that they can move out and not have to do post occupancy agreements, aka rent backs. Let's look at the Denver statistics here because I think this is interesting. You're starting to see a ton more new listings. I know we have some pendings and closed, but what I've noticed with new listings, they're starting to pick up. It's that time of year. So let's get into some of the statistics overall. Unfortunately, the January statistics have not come out yet, but as you can see, new listings are down. The median price is increasing. It's just a matter of supply and demand. When you have low supply and tons of demand, you're going to see price appreciations. That's just what it is. For Denver County, people don't like to hear this, but that's the truth. That is ultimately the biggest problem with the markets right now is the dysfunction has to do with supply issues. I've told people for years that since the housing crisis of 2009, we used to build 25 million homes in the United States per year. We've been at a run rate for the last 10 years of about 5 to 6 million. That's an undersupply. And now with COVID changing the dynamics of where people can live, places like Denver, Colorado, the surrounding areas are much more desirable. And ultimately, what's happening, the prices are being pushed up because there's not a lot of inventory. So as you can see, let's do single family housing real quick. We'll run right through this. The average price, closed price is, now up in the 611. As you can see, new listings have come down. Again, this is always very seasonal. I always tell people look, every year you're going to see the new listings they're going to come down or flatline. At this point, this has to do more with just lower inventory. We'll get into I'll just show you right now the month supply. This is the problem. If you recognize this chart, we are at a 0.7 month supply for homes. Usually, I would say at normal times, you would look, let's go back and see if I can get the max data. Yeah, back in the day, you used to have, 6-7 months. Then you got down into this 2-month inventory, and now we're about as low as you can really go. So just keep that in mind. As you saw, a little bump in new listings. Active listings, again, have come down. This is ultimately the problem. So we could look at this through all different lenses, condominiums, townhouses. It just is what it is. I'm hoping to see a little bit more of a price, just slowing in the appreciation ability. Because if interest rates are going to go up slightly, do not be surprised if less people can afford the same amounts that they could at lower rates. It makes sense. If the rates go up, the affordability comes down. Let's see what happens. The Federal Reserves are meeting coming up. There's a lot of dynamics going on in the Denver market that ultimately are driving some of the price appreciations. Do keep in mind the wildfires put 1,000 people into the rental market. They possibly are buying as well. It's just, unfortunately, we have a housing shortage. So if this really bothers you, as it does to me, I try to reach out and make sure builders and the town, city officials are aware that we need to build more properties. It doesn't have to be necessarily any price point. Just we need supply. That's ultimately the issue here. So keep in mind, days on the market in MLS. Again, if you have a property that is, ready to go, it's going to sell quick. And it's getting even crazier. It's just, again, supply, demand. Not enough supply. Houses are going to go pretty quickly. And if you have any questions about real estate or in general in Central Park, please feel free to contact me. My information will be in the links below. this is what I do. I love studying the market, the housing markets, love helping people out and make the best informed decisions possible so that when they're ready to sell or buy, they have confidence that they know they're working with a professional. Take care. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions, please don't hesitate to hit me up. Thanks.